On the 11th floor lives Samsung's ringtone team. It might not be Mozart, but these little ditties are the Pavlovian noises that send us scurrying to our phones. As if our devices speak to us using a language we all understand. Music. Across Seoul, I was then shown a vision of what Samsung think our domestic lives might become.
Hello.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
Hi.
This is Future House, recorded jointly by Microsoft and Samsung Engineering and Construction to exhibit House of the Future. So today, I will be the owner of this house. I would like to introduce to you. Please to be seated on the couch. This is living room, and this cell phone is a key to use control my house. And I can show you very briefly now. And even I can check where is my family inside this living room. When I'm wondering about the location of my little boy, I can click the little boy pictures. And this is kind of GPS system. So in the future, every family member have RFID chip. Do you like this system?
Yeah, the system's great.
Thank you very much.
So every member of the family has a chip on them, in them?
Both of them is possible. And I think in the future, every family member have RFID chip like a bracelet or necklace, or a cell phone is possible.
Okay. I can understand the thinking here, but I'm not convinced this surveillance future is one I want to live in. I'll find these huge multimedia gizmos in my living room.
Is this the bathroom?
Yes.
But what about the bathroom of the future? A bathroom's a bathroom, right?
This is BioJohn, and actually you can check your health condition with this little check machine. So would you like to try it?
Yeah.
Yes. Come over here and put your hand on the machine. Yeah, put your both hand on.
Okay.
Now start it health condition.
Now checking your health condition.
And you can see the diagnosis result via magic mirror.
Health check is done.
Now it's done, Simon.
How was it?
Your health
And you will
report is
see
being
the
transferred to
result
the
via
hospital.
magic mirror. Oh,
Your
Simon,
health is in good
congratulations, you have
condition.
great condition.
See, my body is my temple.
There are recommended yoga programs
It's
for
a
your
good
health
diet.
condition.
Yes. And also, they're recommending yoga program for you, Simon.
What did it check? Did it check my pulse, my heart rate?
Yes. In the future, you can check health condition in this house and without going to hospital. Have you ever exercised
The
yoga?
challenge of the tree pose
I
is
have to do that now.
balance on one leg. Regular practice of this posture
family member
will help
can
you
exercise
focus your
very
mind
easily. Yes.
and cultivate
Very good.
concentration. Straighten yourself with your palms on your waist.
This is called the house of the future. How far into the future will it be before we've got all these gadgets?
Yeah. Actually, now it's not available, but we try to actualize in about 10 years.
10 years.
Yes.
Can you do that?
I think so.
Fly to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me know what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars.
Sitting in the bedroom of the future, you realise that the future is, how shall we put it, a question of personal taste. And that certain visions of the future can even seem, well, old-fashioned.
And let me think forevermore. You all alone.
I'm struck by a comment from Elliot, the mobile phone designer, about how Koreans are a nation of upgraders. And the country is a test bed for Samsung's new products. In Seoul, everywhere you go you see people with the latest gadgets. It's hyper-real and hyperactive. They've got Wi-Fi and digital TV reception across Korea, even on the underground. You could be standing just inches away from somebody and they're totally absorbed in whatever they're doing, watching telly, listening to music. But for some reason in this country, it doesn't appear rude. It just seems to be the norm. It's odd to have witnessed so many people in their own private universes. Are they stimulated or insulated against the world? Even in public places, you sometimes get the feeling that you're on your own. Koreans love their video games. Throughout the country you'll find what they call PC bangs, places where young men are engrossed in game playing for hours on end. It seems alien to me. The last video game I played was Space Invaders in a pub in 1985. Gaming is so much part of the culture here. They have professional leagues, and games are even screened on TV. How did Korea become this advanced digital society? I met up with Korean culture writer Bernard Cho. What is it about Korea? Is there something in the Korean psyche that naturally leads to gadgets and electronic devices?
Well, I think if you look at modern Korean history, Korea has developed so quickly economically, politically, and more importantly from a technology standpoint. Towards the late 90s, the Korean government invested heavily into the internet, heavily into technology, and you saw a huge takeoff in terms of Korean brands developing, instead of imitative, very innovative products. You saw the whole Korean online society, digital society, just really take off. And so if a new trend's going to break with an advanced wired and wireless society such as Korea, I mean, it's going to spread instantly.
Samsung have come to epitomise the development of Korea. Once seen as followers of Japan and the West, they're now one of the trendsetters. They've taken their products upmarket, and the company's reputation appears to be a source of national pride here. But when it's -7 in the middle of Seoul's busiest street, it's a bit of a reality check. And even the finest virtual reality gadget in the world can't stop it feeling unbelievably cold. I'm on my way to Suwon, which is about 25 miles outside Seoul, and I'm going to Samsung's research and development headquarters. I'm curious about how Samsung have achieved their success. This kind of global triumph doesn't happen by accident. So what's the secret? At the Suwon Research Complex, 26,000 scientists and company executives are developing tomorrow's technologies. Through R&D, last year Samsung was one of the largest holders of new technology patents registered in the US. At Suwon, they also house the whole history of the company and generations of its upgrades. And when were you originally based here? Was that the 60s?
Yes, 60s. It's a long time ago.
Is there one innovation above all others that's led to this technological revolution?
Yes, and I believe one of the most important and key component to success is our chip business. Samsung is the one of the most advanced technology company in developing and commercialize the semiconductor chips. That technology is really a core and the center of all the development and all our commercial gadgets.
So you could say that the semiconductor chip is at the heart of the revolution, and it's almost like the sort of beating heart of the device as well.
I believe so, because without that chip technologies, we couldn't develop very fancy and very high technologies gadgets like LCD TV and cell phones.